has been peppering Pichardo. Wind starting to pick up again and blowing in from right center field. The 2-2 misses low and in. Ball 3, and the count goes full.
So another 0-2 count that now has gone full. Just keeping an eye on that trend.
The payoff. Swing and a high fly ball hit into the mist in right field. Taylor to his left, waits on it, makes the catch, one away. Now the mist blowing in with that change of wind. Our hot sauces might get a little bit wet from this rain. Here is Ethan Petrie. Petrie worked a full count and then drew the walk. Against Rogers, swing and a miss for strike 1. Rogers rocks and fires the 0-1. Swing and a foul tip, strike 2.
This is definitely the type of rain where it just feels like the air is wet and it's not necessarily coming down on you. I don't know if that's better or worse than more normal looking rain.
Petrie in a little bit of pain after that foul ball. Fouled it off of his foot. Doesn't have any sort of foot protection or ankle guards. At the inside of his left foot. In a bit of pain, but ready to stand back in the right-handed batter's box. Yeah, you can almost see like the sheets of mist blowing in across the field now. The 0-2 swing and he taps it foul again, and I think it hit that same foot. Now he's hopping out of the batter's box. And here comes the athletic trainer, and looks like he's walking back to the batter's box and trying to dry off his bat. The trainer heads back to the dugout.
We're getting sprayed even inside the booth over here.
Yeah, this is not too often the booth gets this wet.
It's the combination of the wind blowing in, which is pretty rare, and these are some pretty heavy wind gusts.
Rogers looks in. Another 1-2. Ground ball left side and through. That's a base hit for Ethan Petrie. 1 out single in the top of the 3rd inning.
The catcher number 15.
And there is no one warming up in the Sea Dogs bullpen. So Dalton Rogers now at 59 pitches here in the 3rd with 1 out. Looking like he's going to have to finish this 3rd inning. First pitch to Petrie. Misses a little bit low for ball 1.
Just goes back to what we were talking about earlier. The Sea Dogs are so short on arms. They literally need their starter to give them distance, even if it means giving up more runs, because they do not have the depth.
1-0. Swing and a fly ball hit to right field. Taylor jogs in. And he makes the catch 2 away. Petrie retreats to first. Here is Devin Ortiz.
Third baseman number 10.
Ortiz was the final out in the 1st inning, and that one felt like it's been longer than the last 2 combined. Rogers has settled in a bit here.
Ortiz lined out to the second baseman, McDonough. First pitch. Called strike with the off speed. Right over the plate. Petrie tags at first. Field and outfield playing straight away. Miss continues to fall. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the curveball. Low and outside. A great pitch by Dalton Rogers. Curveball has been pretty effective tonight whenever he's able to find the strike zone. I do see quite a few swings and misses. Ortiz climbs back in the right-handed batter's box.
Helps when you have over a foot of vertical break on it.
0-2. Bounces in the dirt, ball one. Good stop by Johan Fran Garcia. Holding Ethan Petrie over at first base. Reached on the base hit. Sea Dogs trailing 2-0 behind the Senators. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. This is upstairs, and the count evens 2-2. Rogers looks over to first again. The 2-2. Low and outside, ball 3. Now with this amount of rain, now it's just a matter if Dalton Rogers can hold on to the baseball, trying to keep it as dry as possible. And you see the hitters wiping off their bats periodically as well, but might make the task of holding on the baseball that much harder. Here's the payoff pitch. Runner goes, and the pitch misses low, ball 4. 4th walk of the game for Dalton Rogers as Petrie moves to scoring position at second base. Ortiz at first, and here comes TJ White.
Right fielder number 23.
The sky is starting to lighten up a little bit.
White.
Some blue skies trying to pop out.
The darkest of the clouds definitely passing overhead, the rain getting a little bit lighter. And there are, as you said, clear skies off in the distance. So this rain might not last for too much longer.
First pitch to White. Just misses low and inside for ball 1. TJ White grounded out to the shortstop Mason White in the second inning, his first at bat. Now going through the second time in the lineup. 1-0. Called strike in at the knees, and the count evens 1-1. Two on, 2 out, top of the third. The 1-1. Another curveball. It's a called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. Rogers really utilizing that curveball to his advantage here in this third inning. He sets. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Gets him with the curveball. And that is the first strikeout of the game for Dalton Rogers. Strands 2 runners as we head to the bottom of the third. Portland trailing 2-0 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Canva Magic Layers can turn any flat image into an editable design.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Now swings, cracks one in the air to center. Clark ranging back on this thing. He's to the warning track. He's at the wall, jumping up, and he made the catch before plowing into the fence, robbing Brady Howes.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort. by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Sea Dogs trailing 2-0 in the bottom of the third inning, but still plenty to cheer about on 80s night here at Delta Dental Park at Hadlock Field. The Auburn Liendo to lead things off against the lefty and Alex Clemmie. Now the Sea Dogs grounds crew going to attend to the mound a little bit. The mist has definitely lightened up. I guess it's more of a rain, but it's lightened up, but still enough where you do make some changes on the mound. Make sure everyone can get the mud off the bottom of their cleats. Even the grounds crew sporting the teal hats tonight on 80s night. The teal Sea Dogs logo at this point is just iconic. I see it everywhere.
I feel like I thought that teal was one of the Sea Dogs' primary colors when I first showed up.
At this point, it kind of feels like it. We very regularly sell out of the shirt that I'm wearing, the crew neck teal sweatshirt. There's the first pitch to Auburn Liendo. Swing and a high fly ball right side out of play. Actually had someone offer to buy a sweatshirt that I was wearing out in Portland one time off of me because we were out of stock and he really wanted a sweatshirt. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss for strike two.
I guess sometimes it is that serious. I don't know if I've personally gone to the point where I would think it is that serious, but good for that person.
He got a Sea Dog sweatshirt that night. Here's the pitch to Liendo, foul back into the seats. Our friend almost had a second foul ball. Other fans got it instead this time.
So you did sell him the shirt off your back.
I will never confirm nor deny. But I do have one. I'm wearing one right now. So who knows? Is it the same one or is it new?
A businesswoman.
Exactly. Yeah, see? You can't tell the difference. Liendo stands back in on the right side. No balls and 2 strikes. The pitch. Foul tip at the plate, and Liendo continues to battle. Clemmie so far 5 strikeouts through 2 innings. He did issue 1 walk. That was to Will Turner in the second inning. Oh-2. This is inside. Ball 1 at the fastball at 92. Clemmie hoping to end this month of July. Here's the 1-2. Fouled back into the netting, and the count stays at 1-2. On a high note, this month has a 180 ERA in 25 innings pitched, 25 strikeouts. He's thrown over 400 pitches this month. The 1-2. Another foul ball from Liendo. He just continues to battle.
Liendo had a decent night at the plate last night, walked in the 6th inning, came through with an RBI single in the 7th. That put the Sea Dogs up by 2 runs. That was the lead that unfortunately did not last for the Sea Dogs in the 9th inning.
1-2. Low and outside, and the count evens. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Right now, Liendo doing a great job of getting that pitch count high for Clemmie and then allowing Matt Frazier, who's on deck, have a front row view of this. The 2-2 misses high, ball 3. And Liendo works the count full after initially being down 0-2. Frazier just looking on and has seen just about every pitch in the arsenal now from Clemmie. Lefty takes the deep breath, rocks and fires the payoff. Swing and a foul ball back to the seats again. Wow, caught by another fan. This group, I mean, they're going home with like 3 souvenirs right now.
And look at the skies.
Beautiful. The 3-2. Hit hard on the ground, up the middle, diving forward is Lawson, hops up, throws to first, but it's wide of the bag. Abram Liendo wins the battle with the leadoff single in the bottom of the third. That's the first hit of the game for Portland. What an at-bat.
That at-bat shows exactly how Abram Liendo has developed throughout the season. At the beginning of the season, he would have struck out a long time ago. Instead, he's tracking those pitches. He's fighting off the foul balls. He's taking the balls outside of the zone and then coming through, not doing too much, not swinging for the fences, just trying to find a gap on the ground with some decently hard contact.
He leads off at first. Here is Matt Frazier. And Liendo, once he gets on base, too, he's also a threat with 18 stolen bases this season. He's off with the first pitch, throw to first. Now they throw down to second. And Abram Liendo is caught stealing. Wow, are they calling it a balk?
I did think he was kind of going into his motion and then saw that Liendo was breaking for it. What a break for the Sea Dogs. That's the only momentum they've had so far tonight.
So Delino DeShields, the Harrisburg manager, I should say it's Delino DeShields Sr., obviously the father of Delino DeShields Jr., but having a conversation with the umpires and the call stands. So Liendo at second. You're right, keeps the momentum alive for Portland. Tying run is at the plate for Matt Frazier. Puts down a bunt down the first base line. What a beauty. Barehanded by the catcher, Loma Vida. No throw to first. And the Sea Dogs have runners at first and third.
I think that deserves the P word. That was perfect.
That ball just died in the grass. Loma Vida picked it up and just no chance to throw to first. Liendo advances to third, and now it's to the top of the lineup with Tyler McDonough. Go-ahead run at the plate. He struck out swinging against Clemmy in the first. Switch hitter stands in on the right side. Check throw to first. Back standing is Frazier. Liendo's jersey is, wow. He's been through it. Literally. My goodness.
Full effort.
Mike Kozar, you're going to be busy tonight with Liendo's jersey. First, or they pitch to McDonough. This is a little bit low for ball one. McDonough, that veteran presence for the Sea Dogs, top of the lineup.
Game one of this series, he came through with not one but two RBI singles.
1-0. Swing and a miss, and the count evens 1-1.
Was speaking with him earlier, asking his focuses, and he said, just doing what I'm doing right now. I've been feeling really good. Was on a hot streak. Last time he was in Portland, continued that hot streak, batting over 300 in Worcester. Had those two RBI singles first game back here in Portland. Trying to keep that momentum going.
1-1. This is high and inside, ball two. He was doing phenomenal with the Woo Sox before rejoining the Sea Dogs. Liendo tags at third, Frazier at first. The 2-1. Swing, and he sends it high and foul first base side. Out of play, and the count evens 2-2.
The Sea Dogs have clearly used that first time through the order, as you do, to really take an eye and look at Clemmy's pitching, because the way they're even making contact just on the foul ball is very different than the first couple of innings here.
2-2 pitch. Frazier goes. It's fouled back again. Into the seats. It was funny, we had banana ball here over the weekend, and obviously if you catch a foul ball with banana ball rules, then the batter is out. And this should surprise no one, but the Sea Dogs fan base had quite a few catches. They're ready for it here. Here's the 2-2. And it misses high and outside, ball three. Count goes full for Tyler McDonough, trying to capitalize with runners on the corners and nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. Let me bends at the waist and looks in. The payoff. Swing and a liner to left field. Base hit for McDonough. Liendo jogs home. It's an RBI single for the Sea Dogs, and they are on the board. They trail 2-1 in the bottom of the third.
103 off the bat from McDonough. Similar to Abram Liendo, battle off those foul balls, keeping a good eye on how those pitches are breaking. A very different at-bat than his 3-pitch strikeout at the beginning of the game. A huge moment for Tyler McDonough.
Here is Mason White, and still nobody out in the bottom of the third inning. Lefty-lefty matchup. Alex Clemmie comes set. The pitch. Called strike on the low and outside corner, and White also struck out against Clemmie in the first inning, but he worked the count full. Lefty sets, looks to second, the 0-1. Swing and a drive left field. Thomas pauses a moment and just has to reach up, make the catch for the first out in the bottom of the third. Both base runners hold.
It's a good call by Matt Frazier, not trying to force anything over there, especially when that ball is caught not too deep into left field.
There's Jack Winne. Stands in on the right side. Runners at first and second. Clemmie kicks and delivers. This is high and inside, ball 1. Time called. Lomavita, the catcher, heads out and talks with Clemmie, and will be joined by the rest of the infield and the pitching coach, Rigo Beltran. Still a big spot for Portland. Double play is a possibility, but for the Sea Dogs, they have the tying run at second and the go-ahead run at first. Sea Dogs trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the third inning.
And Jack Winne batting .309, one of the hottest bats on the team right now.
Now we have some activity in the Senators bullpen. A right-hander beginning to throw. Clemmie right now at 53 pitches. 1-0. Misses outside.
The rain seems to have completely stopped here now, and clear skies ahead, so shouldn't be as much of a factor moving forward.
The 2-0 misses low and inside. Right-hander Connor Van Scoy warming up now for the Senators. Clemmie sets. And the pitch. Misses low and inside. Ball 4 that loads the bases.
Good eye, Sea Dog.
So Jack Winne works the walk. And now McDonough moves to second. Frazier at third. Here is Johan Fran Garcia, one of the last guys you want at the plate. Here comes Delino to Shields. And he brings the hook with him. He will make a change on the mound for the Senators. The bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the third. We'll take a break as the Sea Dogs trail 2-1 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Leading off the top of the first inning is the Substance Ale, Bissell Brothers' flagship IPA.
Canva Magic Layers can turn any flat image into an editable design.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
One of the personal touches on the uniform is the gray, making it look like it's the old wool.
The great thing about the Birmingham Black Barons uniforms, very simple in regards to the triangle B and the block lettering for Birmingham across the chest.
This is something that's a little bit more geared towards the players. Having the tribute to Negro League, I think this is going to be a marquee moment for them in their journey.
To be able to honor and salute the legacy and contributions of the Negro League legends is just unbelievable.
pitching for Harrisburg, number 31, Connor Van Soy.
So interesting.
Connor Van Scoy on the mound now for the Senators. Bases loaded with one out in the bottom of the third inning. And Connor Van Scoy, familiar name in the Eastern League, formerly with the Hartford Yard Goats in the Rockies organization. And Van Scoy was in the starting rotation with the Yard Goats. First pitch to Johan Fran Garcia, fouled off the plate for strike one. Started his career in the Angels organization and then traded to Colorado for Mike Moustakas. A 1. Swing and a miss, strike two. Sea Dogs with the bases loaded. One out, bottom of the third. Portland trailing 2-1. Matt Frazier at third base. Tyler McDonough at second and Jack Winne at first. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Goes with the off-speed high and outside. 3-pitch strikeout for the second out in the bottom of the third, and that brings up Miguel Blaze. Connor Van Scoy this season with Harrisburg, 6-3 record, a 3.73 ERA. Signed as a free agent with the Nationals in January. He's been with both AAA, Rochester, and the Senators. A pitch called strike on the inside part of the plate. And has pitched in a variety of lengths, even in his last 5 outings. He went 4 shutout innings against Chesapeake on June 24th. And then his last outing on July 23rd, he just went 1 shutout inning against Reading. Tall right-hander comes set. The 0-1. Broken bat, little one-hopper to the second baseman. Pichardo throws to first, and they get the out 4-3 as the...
Lost the file for this thing? Click this thing. Now your image is an editable design. So you can make a whole new thing. Canva Magic Layers, the thing that unflats your thing.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
That one is gone. Jason Morville leaves the yard. This one's along the ground. That'll get through Murph Gray. That'll score 2 runs. Cracked into center field. Runner trying to go for third, and he is in safely. Morville is hit for the cycle. A solo shot in the first, double in the 6th, triple in the 7th, single in the 9th.
Starter Henry Baez was very good. Line drive. Glove by Leo and a leaping catch at shortstop. Leo DeVries slap a little leather line drive handled by the Hounds.
You're all choosing Verizon.
Traders! Introducing the Simplicity Plan. $30 for a single line.
Can you hear me now?
Sponsored by Rennie's in business for over 75 years.
Top of the 4th inning back in Portland. Sea Dogs on the board, but they trailed 2-1. More on that on the play-by-play. Here is Perry Keatai.
Thank you so much, Emma. Dalton Rogers back out for a 4th inning of work. Gave up 2 runs on the 2-run homer in the first, allowed multiple base runners per inning, but he's managed to strand those base runners and has picked up the efficiency as the outing has gone on. Major for the Sea Dogs if he could get through this 4th inning at the very least, maybe even come out for a 5th. That might be pushing it already at 71 pitches. He'll face the bottom of the order. Jonathan Thomas, first pitch. Thomas shows bunt but fouls it straight back for strike one. Thomas 0 for 1 today, flew out to right field back in the second. The 9-hitter today, top of the order, Sam Peterson and Cortland Lawson on deck. As Rogers delivers. Pop up behind the plate, and that one gets out of play. Garcia tossed the mask, gave it a good look, but it's out of his range. 0-2 count for Jonathan Thomas. The left fielder did not play yesterday. He did play on Tuesday, had a pair of walks, a strikeout, and grounded into a double play. Rogers looks in, the 0-2. Misses down low with the curveball, trying to draw that whiff. There's ball one. Mentioned that the rain has stopped, so any issues from moisture on the ball probably not as serious anymore. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike three. Got him with the changeup to the inside part of the plate. How about that for Dalton Rogers? One of the best looking at-bats we've seen for him so far today. Here comes the top of the order in Sam Peterson. Peterson and Cortland Lawson, who's on deck, started the game with a bang for Harrisburg. A walk for Peterson, then a home run a couple of pitches later for Lawson. All of a sudden, 2 batters in, it was already 2-0. Here's the first pitch. Peterson takes a called strike on the outside part of the plate, a slider from Rogers. The 0-1. Soft grounder foul, and it's back-to-back 0-2 counts for Rogers. Sam Peterson 1 for 1 today, a walk and a single, the 3rd time up already. The pitch, low and inside, doesn't bite at it, that's ball one. Peterson had an odd day at the plate yesterday, had 3 strikeouts and was hit by 2 pitches, so he did score once. The day before that had a triple. Here's Rogers. Misses low and inside again, similar looking pitch. So the count evens up at 2-2. On Tuesday had a pair of walks, a triple, and a pair of strikeouts. All those strikeouts swinging, so you can see why Rogers is trying to draw that chase. Here's the 2-2. High and outside, and the count is full. 1 out in the top of the 4th. Sea Dogs trailing 2-1. They stranded the bases loaded with 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Here's the payoff. Misses up high. That's ball 4 from an 0-2 count to the 2nd walk of the day for Peterson. Here comes Cortland Lawson. Lawson 1 for 1 with a home run. He walked in the 2nd, stole a base, but was stranded on 2nd. Sea Dogs infield shifted to the left side. Winne holding on the runner at first. First pitch. Lawson takes a ball down low. Rogers is really relying on the off-speed pitches lately. A lot of sliders, curveballs, and changeup. Here's the 1-0. Goes down low again. It gets away from Garcia, but he picks it up in time to hold the runner at first. And it's 2 balls, no strikes to Cortland Lawson. Lawson played at Tennessee with Max Ferguson. Ferguson was drafted in 2021. Lawson in 2022. The 2-0. Misses high, 3 balls, no strikes. There is a Sea Dog up and warming from here. It looks like Caleb Bolden. Runner has his lead on first. Here's the 3-1. Or the 3-0, excuse me. It is a called strike. So now the count is 3-1. Lawson a slightly closed off stance, waving the bat. The 3-1. Driven deep to left field. That gets down, bounces to the warning track. Rounding second, heading to third is Peterson. And he holds up there as the throw from Frazier is a tad too late to beat the runner. That is a double for Cortland Lawson. Already his second hit of the day, halfway to the cycle with a double and a home run, plus a walk, third time reaching base here in the fourth inning. Runners on second and third now, but before we see the next batter, acting manager Kyle Sasela is out of the dugout, and it looks like that will be the day for Dalton Rogers. He takes the ball, makes it through 3 1/3, and we'll take a break. Be right back on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
I love baseball cards. Recently, I had a collection that I sold to an online buyer. I went to the credit union to cash the check. I had a good conversation with them, and they told me that this was likely an overpayment scam. They're really great about explaining it so that I have the reason.
Lost a file for this thing? Click this thing. Now your image is an editable design, so you can make a whole new thing. Canva Magic Layers, the thing that unflats your thing.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Slam to right center field. Hartman lays out. Hartman makes a Sports Center top 10 worthy catch in right center field. Name something that this 20-year-old can't do.
Law firm of Shaheen and Gordon is where good people do good work, and when it comes down to it, we believe everyone should know a good lawyer. From personal injury to family law and so much more, it's different here. We're in the top of the fourth inning. It's Caleb Bolden out of the bullpen for the Sea Dogs, facing off against Brandon Bossier with runners on second and third. First pitch dealt is a swing and a miss strike. Bossier doubled in the first, was eventually stranded on base. Here's the 0-1. That is a deep fly ball to right field. It's hanging out in play at the warning track, caught by Miguel Blaze, but it's deep enough to score a run. Sam Peterson comes home to score, and it is 3-1 Harrisburg.
Second baseman number 16, Irvin Pichardo.
2 gone and a runner on third as the Sea Dogs try to avoid more damage here in the fourth. The good news for them is that they chased the starter, number 12 prospect in the Nationals, Alex Clemmy, from the game. First pitch to Irvin Pichardo right down the middle. The called strike 1. Unfortunately for the Sea Dogs, Connor Van Scoy, who just came in, has been absolutely dealing lately. Here's the 1-0. Fly ball, shallow right field. Taylor camped out, makes the catch, and the inning comes to an end. The sac fly brings home a run. Harrisburg takes their 3-1 lead.
Lost a file for this thing? Click this thing. Now your image is an editable design, so you can make a whole new thing. Canva Magic Layers, the thing that unflats your thing.
Guzman kicks and deals, and he got him. A swinging strike three. The Binghamton Rumble Pony. They capture their fourth Eastern League title with an 8-2 win over the Erie Seawolves.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
The 2-0. Fished it out to short left center. Lara over into the alleyway. Dives! Oh, he's got it! Full extension, and he saves a run.
Look at that, up the middle. Nice play.
Right off the backside of the mound, and Cerna to first. What a play by Jared Cerna!
From your New England Ford dealers.
Bottom of the fourth at Delta Dental Park. Connor Van Scoy out for his first full inning of work. The Sea Dogs drove the starter Alex Clemmie from the game after he walked the bases loaded. Back in the third, Van Scoy came in, struck out Johan Fran Garcia, and then forced a ground out for Miguel Blaze. Leading off in this inning is Will Turner. 6, 7, and 8 due up for Portland at the very least. Turner, Taylor, and Abram Liendo. This is the part of the order that began to see some success for the Sea Dogs later on in the second and throughout the third inning. Turner walked in his lone plate appearance today. He loads up at the back of the box on the left side. First pitch, Turner swings away, but it's high and out of play behind the plate for strike one. Righty pitcher, lefty batter, the pitch. Turner leaves it head level for ball one. The 1-1, Turner sends it high, foul, left side, out of play, into the stands. For Van Scoy, he has a decent ERA, but the month of July has not necessarily been his friend. He has a 7.11 ERA in July, as opposed to the rest of the months where he did not surpass an ERA of 4. Turner takes a called strike 3 on the inside part of the plate. That changeup dots the corner, and Will Turner goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Continuing on that point with Van Scoy, Emma mentioned his 4-inning shutout outing. That was back on June 24th. In the month of July, hasn't gone more than 2 full innings and has given up 4 runs, 3 runs, and 2 runs in his outings. Did record a scoreless outing last time out, 1 inning against Reading. Taylor takes a called strike 1. Van Scoy working quickly. The pitch is hit high to shallow right field. Taylor got some good contact, but was too far under it. As the second baseman, Kervin Pichardo, goes out to make that grab, and there's 2 gone for the Sea Dogs. Bottom of the fourth, home team trailing 3-1. Harrisburg brought 2 of those across with a 2-run homer, just 2 batters into the game. And then a sac fly in the fourth extended that lead. Here's Abram Liendo, who had the first hit of the day. It was a 102 off the bat to short. Lawson made a great diving stop but was rushed into the throw and pulled the first baseman way off the bag. It was actually an overthrow. Here's the 1-0. Misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes for Liendo. And Liendo got a little lucky in the third. You could argue it either way. Liendo got a great break on a jump. Clemmy turns around, throws him out at second. He's caught in a rundown, but was called for the balk. Here's the 2-0 as Liendo sends that deep, high left field back to the scoreboard. That ball is gone. It's a solo home run for Abram Liendo. Having a night already. He brings the Sea Dogs within 1. It's 3-2. First home run of the series for Portland. And for Liendo, home run number 6. Took a cutter over the middle of the plate and just destroyed that off the scoreboard.
Left fielder number 28, Matt Frazier.
So base is empty for Matt Frazier. Sea Dogs trail by 1, 2 outs. First pitch bounced at the plate for ball 1. So Liendo in the third had nearly a 10-pitch at-bat, battling off foul balls from an 0-2 count, works it full, hits a single. That time took just 1 pitch for Liendo to drive it out of the ballpark. The 1-0, Frazier lines that to left center field, sprinting in. That is caught by Peterson, who lays out for it. Tough blow, a hit robbed from Frazier, but the Sea Dogs get one across on the Liendo homer, and we're off to the top of the 5th.
Lost a file for this thing? Click this thing. Now your image is an editable design. So you can make a whole new thing. Canva Magic Layers, the thing that unflats your thing.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Jones toward the bullpen. Nishida racing over. Oh, look at Jones climbing up the bullpen, securing the catch, and then thrusting himself into the netting like Spider-Man.
There goes Harris for the plate. He is stealing home. The throw there is not in time. Dakota Harris breaking for home against Maddox Bruns. And again, throw to the plate. It goes to the backstop. Page coming home with a straight steal of home. Trey Page breaking for the plate. Bruns is frustrated, just fired a ball back towards his dugout.
What's happening? This is unreal.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Financial need will meet you in the moment. KeyBank opens doors.
When the unexpected throws you a curveball, Serve Pro helps you get back in the game. Serving Maine since 1976, we respond faster to any size disaster. When never thought this would happen happens, Serve Pro's got you. Call 1-800-SERVE-PRO or visit servepro.com. Caleb Bolden back out for the top of the 5th. Sea Dogs trail by 1, 3-2. First pitch to Ethan Petrie. Grounder bounced up the middle. McDonough charges in. Tosses to first in time. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 5th.
Catcher number 15, Caleb Lomavita.
First time Ethan Petrie has been out today. He walked and had a single previously. Bolden into the motion. First pitch misses low and outside to Caleb Lomavita. His 3rd time at the plate. 0 for 2 today, ground out and a fly out. Bolden working quickly from the first base side of the rubber. The 1-0. Waves and misses for strike 1. just on top of the sinker at 93 miles an hour. Bolden, a 2-4 record, 5.17 ERA. But has shown flashes of really good stuff. Here's the 1-1. Dragged it outside for ball 2, for example. Bolden dealt 2 perfect innings as part of the Sea Dogs' combined no-hitter on April 26th against Hartford, their 9th in franchise history. The 2-1 pitch. Draws the swing and a miss on a slider that takes a dive at the outside corner. And the count moves to 2-2 with 1 out and the base is empty in the top of the 5th. Bolden kicks and delivers, swing and a miss, strike 3, back-to-back beautiful sliders from the right-hander, and he's got 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th.
Third baseman number 10, Devin Ortiz.
Brings up the third baseman, Devin Ortiz. 1 for 2 today, a line out. I should say 0 for 1 today, a line out and a walk as he takes ball 1 inside. The pitch. It's outside with a fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. Devin Ortiz has had quite the journey in minor league baseball as he takes a called strike with the sinker middle of the zone. Signed as a free agent out of Virginia with the Padres in 2022, taken by the Cubs in the AAA Rule 5 draft in 2025. The 2-1 pushes it foul off the Expo. Was released by the Cubs, playing for the AA Knoxville Smokies on June 30th. And then on July 8th, signed with the Nationals and came straight to Harrisburg. Ortiz batting .217, 1 home run. 11 games played, the 2-2. Well outside, and the count is full. 2 outs, bases empty for Caleb Bolden with his team trailing by 1, trying to bring that momentum to the bottom of the inning. He comes set at the chin. In the payoff. Slow chopper towards third. Liendo charging in, gloves, and absolutely sails that past Jack Winne. That'll be an E5 on Liendo. Sea Dogs can't quite get out of the inning. We'll see if that comes back to bite them.
Right field number 23.
Liendo got a great jump to that. He recognized it was moving slow, probably going to die in the grass. Picks it up off the bounce, gloved it, and then Winne didn't even put up his glove. He just turned around to play that off the backstop. However, it is ruled a hit, so it doesn't go against Liendo. Here's the first pitch to TJ White, who swings and gets a piece of it, foul. So, first hit of the day for Devin Ortiz. Liendo avoids the mark on his record. And Bolden stays responsible for that runner at first. Oh, 1 pitch. This is outside with the sinker at 94. It's 1-1. TJ White 0 for 2, a ground out and a strikeout. Playing in right field today. The 2021 5th-round draft pick by the Nats out of high school. The pitch, runner goes. Throw down to second by Garcia. Is in time! What a dime from Johan Fran Garcia. Sea Dogs get out of the inning. And we head to the bottom of the 5th on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
I went through a bad divorce.
Canva Magic Layers can turn any flat image into an editable design.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
The 2-1 hit into right field. It will be past the stretch of R.J. Austin, and that's going to the wall. Willits can fly. He turns second. Eli Willits being waved around third by Mitchell Bowe. Here's the relay. Eli Willits is safe as the throw gets away. What a way to start it. An inside the park home run for Eli Willits. 1-0 Blue Rocks.
And by visiting geneticassessment.org. We'd like to thank Trinidad Savings Bank for their sponsorship of the fifth inning. Trinidad Savings Bank.
Bottom of the fifth inning, top of the order. Tyler McDonough leads off for the Sea Dogs. Trailing 3-2, they cut that deficit to 1 with an Abram Liendo solo home run in the fourth. It's McDonough, Mason White, and Jack Winne due up against Connor Van Scoy, who's back out there. McDonough takes a first pitch strike, a cutter into the top of the zone. It's amazing. The skies have cleared up enough that we even have a peak of a orange sunset off in the distance. Wind has died down considerably. The 0-1 way outside, but still a slight breeze blowing inwards. Hasn't seemed to stop the ball from leaving the park. Home runs for each team now. The 1-1. McDonough goes after it at the top of the zone, but underneath it with a foul ball, and it's 1-2. Infield shifted to the right side against the switch hitter, batting on the left. Asked him earlier how switch hitting opens up the field for him. He said very simply, I don't have to do lefty on lefty. The 1-2. Ground ball, twisted foul, first base side. Something I love about the minor leagues is that if you're called up from AA and you have a hit streak going, your hit streak stays active until the end of the season. The 1-2, outside for ball 2. So McDonough left the Sea Dogs back in May on a 9-game heater. Picked up right where he left off on Tuesday with a pair of hits. Already has an RBI single tonight. So his hit streak is at 11 games. The 2-2 rip deep to right field. McDonough back to the bullpen. We are tied. It's what he's been doing in Worcester. Comes down to Portland and gives the Sea Dogs the boost they need. 3-3. The sound off the bat was so pure, but the body language from the outfielders just turning and waving goodbye to that ball as it sailed into the opposing bullpen. What a moment for Portland. Brand new ball game for Mason White. As he takes a first pitch strike. The 0-1. White drives it deep to right field. That one goes foul. Sea Dogs almost just went back to back. That one sailed into Giffords Pavilion and just kept going right in the air. 0-2 count now for Mason White. Van Scoy comes set, the pitch. White swings and misses, strike 3, out number 1. In the bottom of the 5th. Tie ball game. Here comes Jack Winne, 0 for 1 with a walk. Tyler McDonough now back-to-back multi-hit games in his return to Portland. First pitch to Winne leaves it low and outside for ball one. Deep breath from the pitcher, and Winne puts it on the ground up the third baseline, gloved by Ortiz, who whips it to first in time for out number 2.
Catcher Johan Garcia.
Bases empty for Johan Garcia, 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. Wasn't in the lineup yesterday. The day before was 0 for 5, a whole bunch of groundouts, flyouts, and strikeouts, all a mix of the kind of outs. Making his way back from the injured list. First pitch, swings and misses at the slider, strike one. Drop that velo down to 81 miles an hour. Vanskoy, another swing and a miss from Garcia. The slider has really fooled him today. Back in the third inning, he was the first player to face Vanskoy. Struck out swinging on 3 pitches. Those last 2 strikes were back-to-back sliders. Here's the 0-2. A third straight slider, but he just got a piece of it off the end of his bat to stay alive. Oh, 0-2 count, 2 outs. Tie game, the pitch. Misses outside, ball 1. 31 pitches so far for Vanskoy, who came in midway through the 4th inning. The 1-2. Garcia swings and misses at a ball in the dirt, and Vanskoy gets out of the inning. But Tyler McDonough ties us up with a swing of the bat.
Canva Magic Layers can turn any flat image into an editable design.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
We're repping the Birmingham Black Barons today, and it's really awesome. The uniforms look really cool.
It's awesome. I like the look. The band kind of pops. So yeah, I like the whole get up. It's a good attire.
We got the Birmingham across the chest. We got the Birmingham Black Barons on the side too, which is super cool. Just the history of all of it. I think the hats are pretty sweet too. You got the 3 Bs.
This is remembering the people that came before us and what they did for this game and how they improved it.
The 8th pitch is a line shot right field side. Tonacello dove and got it! No way! A game-saving play.
Enroll online at mainquitlick.com or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Top of the 6th, here comes another inning of Caleb Bolden. The right-hander has looked really good since entering in relief of Dalton Rogers. Has not given up a run since then, allowed a single in the 5th, but Garcia threw out the would-be base stealer Devin Ortiz at second. So here comes TJ White, was on a 1-1 count when that caught stealing happened. Gets a second chance at the plate. Here in the 6th, he takes ball 1 outside. Bolden looks in, the 1-0. Foul ball, right side, out of play. One and one for TJ White. Hit .257 in 43 games for High A Wilmington before his June promotion here in Double A. The 1-1. On the ground, through the gap into right field, splits McDonough and Winne for a leadoff single. 104 off the bat from TJ White. Bottom of the order now, the 9-hitter Jonathan Thomas. 0 for 2, a fly out and a strikeout on the day for the righty. First pitch, slow chopper towards first. Bolden tosses it to first. Didn't want to have a go at that double play. So TJ White advances to second, but there's the first out of the inning on the 1-3 ground out.
Sam Peterson.
Top of the order with a runner in scoring position, 1 out. Here comes Sam Peterson. A pair of walks and a single today. He's done his job as the leadoff guy. And right behind him, Cortland Lawson halfway through the cycle with a double, a home run, and a walk tonight, plus a steal. Top of the order's been busy. Here's the first pitch. Peterson takes a fastball high and inside, ball 1. Infield shifted all the way to the left for the Sea Dogs. Winne playing off the bag at first, trying to cover all that distance on his own. Bolden working from the stretch. The 1-0. This is on the outside part of the plate with the slider. 2 balls, no strikes. And just look at the sunset that somehow has materialized out of the gloomy, windy, rainy day that began our night here in Portland. The 2-0 on the ground, through the gap into right field. Rounding third base, Jonathan Thomas heads home to score. TJ White, excuse me, heads home to score. And Harrisburg retakes the lead. It's 4-3. A pair of singles and a pair of walks now for Sam Peterson, plus a runner on base in the form of Sam Peterson for Cortland Lawson. First pitch, Lawson takes in at the hands for ball 1. Cortland Lawson has come up clutch a few times this year already for Harrisburg. 3 walk-offs hit this season. The 1-0. Catches a piece of the zone with the fastball up high for strike 1. Bolden keeping an eye on Peterson. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside with the slider. Lawson bends at the knees but doesn't move the barrel. Infield pulled to the left side. Lawson loaded up on the right. The 2-1. Runner goes. Garcia down to second. That is another perfect throw from behind the plate. Don't run on Johan Fran Garcia. 2 caught stealing at second tonight.
That annual caught stealing brought to you by Costa Bay Steel, serving New England for over 20 years.
A major second out in the inning. As the count is 3-1 on Cortland Lawson. That last pitch did miss outside, but Garcia, excellent from behind the plate these last 2 innings. Here's the 3-1. Liner to right field, sprinting in. Nelly Taylor dives forward and makes the catch. Highlight after highlight, the Sea Dogs get out of the inning. They trail by 1 as we head to the bottom of this.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. the Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
You know what happened in 2014.
A World Series win for the San Francisco Giants.
Look at how clean that is. The gold, I don't know if you guys know what the gold means, but the gold means you are the World Series champions from the year before. But it's the honor of a lifetime, getting to win back-to-back World Series championships with 2 different teams.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Lighthouse Credit Union, for those who keep the lights on.
Sixth inning, Sea Dogs trail 4-3 after the RBI single from Sam Peterson helped Harrisburg retake the lead. Miguel Blaze leads off 5, 6, and 7 due up for Portland. Blaze, Turner, and Nellie Taylor, who made that spectacular diving catch in right field to end the inning. First pitch, Blaze goes after it. It's barely foul up the third base line for strike 1. If you have the Sea Dogs Rewards app and you're tuned in tonight, you've been putting in the word of the day. The word of the day today is Teal Dogs. One word, no spaces, T-E-A-L-D-O-G-S. Teal Dogs for the teal pinstripe uniforms that the Sea Dogs are rocking tonight. Here's the 0-1. Lace up the third baseline. Foul again. That one looked like it almost hit the bag before. Must have gone just foul in front of it. Unlucky for Miguel Blaze, who now finds himself down 0-2.
Seems like he's getting closer and closer to that fair territory.
Now you've got Ortiz really hugging the line. Oh-2 pitch. Blaze reaches, got a piece of it. You could hear the sound from it. It falls out of Loma Vita's glove. Another chance for Miguel Blaze. 0 for 2 tonight, a strikeout and a ground out for the center fielder. The pitch. Blaze drives that deep to center field. To the track it goes, at the wall. It is caught by Sam Peterson, crashing into the boards to rob Miguel Blaze of a hit.
Another drive to stack at 6th batter.
That was a great adjustment from Blaze. I mean, you saw him trying to time up those pitches. That time saw a fastball, and I mean, just 2 feet shy of leaving the park, just straight away center field.
100 miles an hour off the bat, squared that contact up. First out of the inning for the Sea Dogs. First pitch to Will Turner is a called strike. Second time, Turner is seeing Van Scoy tonight, who continues to pitch. We know he's gone as many as 4 innings this season, the 0-1. Turner takes another called strike. Right over the middle of the plate, Van Scoy is leaving some of these pitches directly in the middle. If you drew a T in the middle of the box, that one almost where the lines would intersect. The 0-2. Fouls it back into the netting. Count will stay where it is. A walk for Turner plus a strikeout. He takes a long look at the barrel of his bat before stepping back in on the left side. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. The 0-2. Bounced in front of the plate. Turner does not move for ball 1. Turner top 10 in the league in on-base percentage. The 1-2. Takes inside for ball 2. Changeup didn't miss by much. Counts even now. Rocks back and forth. The 2-2. Liner to left field, but Thomas does not have to move his feet much to get behind that. As Will Turner is retired with the flyout.
Still a good hit by Turner. Seemed like it came off the bat, took it the opposite way. 99 miles an hour off the bat, just hit right to an outfielder. Unlucky ball.
And with that, I think Delino DeShields thought the same thing, not liking the contact he's seeing on those last 2. He's out of the dugout. The day is done for Van Scoy. We'll take a break. Be right back on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Leading off the top of the first inning is the Substance Ale, Bissell Brothers flagship IPA. Hailing from Port.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Wow. Old school D-backs jersey. This was our alternate jersey that we wore on Saturdays. I was the first team to wear the new colors. They called it Sedona Red. Don't mess up that color. Every time I wore this jersey, I would wear the high socks, black jersey, black hat. I just thought it was a really smooth look, and this is one that I'll never forget.
Kertner comes set. The 2-2. Hit back into center field. It drops in front of Camden Troyer, and he misplays it. It bounces over his glove. 1 scores for Bowling Green. Home comes 2, and all the way.
The whole inner tube look on our outfit.
Oh. Like, is that a new trend?
She looks great, but like, yeah, I don't like that. Bottom of the 6th inning, 2 flyouts for the Sea Dogs. Unfortunate flyouts because both were very hard hit balls that could have dropped if they hadn't been hit to the fielders directly. Sam Peterson did have to make a great play in center field to catch that ball from Miguel Blaze. Snelly Taylor pops up the first pitch he sees, heading left side, and that gets out of play. Strike 1 to the lefty. Sea Dogs trailing 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th. They've scored 1 run in each of the last 3 innings, chipping away after Harrisburg took a lead early on. The 0-1 pitch misses low and inside. That's Chase Huff out on the mound, a 6'4" right-hander from Florida, a 2022 draft pick for the Nats. Infield pulled to the right. 1-1 pitch. Taylor broken bat up the first base line. Gloved by the second baseman who flips it to first. Pieces of the bat scatter the infield.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Condon using his glove to shade his eyes from the sun. He makes the catch. Tagging from third is Lopez. The play at the plate is in time to get him.
One of the personal touches on the uniform is the gray, making it look like it's the old wool.
The great thing about the Birmingham Black Barons uniforms, very simple in regards to the triangle B and the block lettering for Birmingham across the chest.
This is something that's a little bit more geared towards the players. Having the tribute to Negro League, I think this is going to be a marquee moment for them in their journey.
To be able to honor and salute the legacy and contributions of the Negro League legends is just unbelievable.
1-2. Jones slides this up the middle. A diving Sogard over to first. And what a play by the shortstop. Robs the Rail Riders of some extra runs.
Turkey, quit like a Mainer. Enroll online at MaineQuitLick.com or call 1-800-QUIT-NOW.
Welcome back into Delta Dental Park at Hadlock Field. Harrisburg holding on to a 4-3 lead over the Sea Dogs. Sea Dogs went down in order with a couple of hard-hit balls in the sixth. With more on the play-by-play, here is Emma Tiedemann.
So Caleb Bolden just continues to carry on the team. Phase 3, 4, and 5 has gone back and forth. A one-run game, Portland trailing. Caleb Bolden providing some long relief here for the Sea Dogs. Brandon Bossier in on the left side. First pitch. Swing, and he fouls it into the third base, well, netting for strike one. Now there is a lefty warming up. I believe that is Tyler Davis warming up in the Sea Dogs bullpen. They're in the top of the seventh. Bolden rocks and fires the 0-1. Drops in the breaking ball for a called strike two. Yes, confirmed that is Tyler Davis.
That's a really good-looking slider from Caleb Bolden. If Bolden could get through the seventh, Davis can absolutely make it through the eighth and ninth.
0-2. Low and inside, ball one. Right now, Bolden only at 33 pitches, and Bolden in a variety of different roles for the Sea Dogs last season, and that has continued on to this season as well. He can be a spot starter, long relief, bridge guy, close things out, and do what needs to be done in whatever situation. Here's the 1-2. This is outside, and the count evens 2-2, but definitely in this possible final inning, it'll be very efficient, but Bossier is making him work for it.
As of now, he's gone 2 2/3.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike three. There's the slider low and inside for out number one in the top of the seventh. Second strikeout of the outing for Bolden. And here comes Kervin Pichardo. You see the tap of the hip. That is Bolden sending a positive message back to his brain with positive physical reinforcement, saying, that is exactly what I wanted to do. Here's the first pitch of Kervin Pichardo. Called strike on the inside part of the plate. He picked it up from a college teammate. Said it was really big into the mental side of the game and was big on positive reinforcement. Even if you might have a negative result, like in baseball, might have a good pitch. Here's the 0-1. It's tapped third base side. Hugs the line. That's a fair ball. Picked up by Garcia. Throws to first. Heads up play by the catcher. Johan Fran Garcia has been phenomenal behind the plate. 2 caught stealings, and now that play, he stayed with the ball. You can see here it was tapped third base side. Started in foul territory. The spin just took it into fair territory. Home plate umpire Larry Pettis making the call, and now there are 2 away for Ethan Petrie.
I almost thought that was fouled off Pichardo.
That's what I thought too. First pitch misses low and outside for ball one.
But then I saw his uncertainty at the plate watching that ball, and I think that's what helped Garcia realize that that ball was in play.
Bolden looks in. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, and the count evens. But back to Bolden and his positive reinforcement. Sometimes you throw a pitch, say it's a slider because that's working for him really well. A slider, but it feels good out of the hand. It does the movement he wants, but it's called a ball. So negative result technically, but a positive pitch. Here's the 1-1. That's a called strike two on the high and inside corner with the sinker. So you'll see him tap his right hip despite the outcome, whether it's a ball, it's a walk, a strikeout you saw on the replay of Brandon Bossier. And he said it just has kind of evolved to a little bit of a kind of finger gun motion after the strikeout. But if you watch Caleb Bolden pitch and you sort of notice that, it's hard to miss. That is the reason why. He's just trying to send a positive reinforcement. And see there, that 1-2 pitch that missed outside with the slider, no hit to the hip. So not what Bolden wanted to do in that moment. He readies again. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, taps the hip, 3 up, 3 down, booking it by a pair of strikeouts by Caleb Bolden. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Portland trailing by 1 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
Tip of the cap, and now here we go. He gets Larry Walker, and here he is. He's going to face him right-handed. Why not? He looks like a catcher hitting. And now he's back to the left side. And a 2-out walk. So Walker reaches base after that first pitch. It was like the flyby here right after the anthem.
He's a good dude. Auburn Leando leads things off for the Sea Dogs in the bottom of the 7th. Leando having quite the night at the plate as the sun has just about fully set here in Portland, Maine. We did have some rain. It was, I guess, light rain at a certain point, a heavy mist, but that has since passed. Really pleasant night here in Portland as Leando climbs in the right-handed batter's box. First pitch, a called strike, the outside part of the plate. Right-hander and Chance Huff.
Leando's scored 2 of the Sea Dogs' 3 runs tonight.
0-1. Hit on the ground, third base side. Ortiz ranges to his left, fires over to first in time. Out number 1 in the bottom of the 7th. And then you look at Tyler McDonough, top of the lineup, has 2 RBI and a run scored tonight as well. Those two kind of carrying the team right now. Sea Dogs trail 4-3. Here is Matt Frazier. Frazier climbs in the left-handed batter's box, 1 for 2. Huff kicks the pitch. Called strike on the low and outside corner. A Huff 4-3 record this year, a 6.43 ERA. The 0-1 taps it foul on the plate. Frazier now hops out of the box. A little bit of pain, but he heads back to the left-handed batter's box.
That one got a piece of his back leg, which is unprotected.
Chance Huff last pitched on July 23rd. Pitched 1 shutout inning, 1 hit, no walks, and 1 strikeout. Drafted out of Georgia Tech. I believe Christian Campbell was drafted out of as well. The 0-1 bounces in front of the plate. Yep. Count evens 1-1. Christian Campbell, also a former Georgia Tech baseball player. Campbell right now tearing it up for Worcester on a nice little streak with the Woo Sox as of late. As a 1-1 pitch, swinging a foul tip. Scoreboard must have been off as that was strike 3 and out number 2 in the bottom of the 7th. First strikeout of the night for Chance Huff, and it's back to the top of the lineup. Tyler McDonough, 2 for 3 with a single, a home run, and a run scored. 2 RBI on the night. First pitch. This is low and inside, ball 1.
Now in a series where runs haven't been the easiest to come by for the Sea Dogs, McDonough has 2 RBI tonight, had 2 RBI a few nights ago when the Sea Dogs just put up 3 runs.
McDonough batting in that leadoff spot, too, having a lot of success as the 1-0 is tapped just in front of the plate, barehanded by Loma Vida, throws to first, and the Sea Dogs go down in order. We head to the top of the 8th, Portland trailing 4-3 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
You can own a piece of the minor league game. MILB Auctions lets you bid on game used and autographed bats, balls, jerseys, and more, with items added all season long. Want a piece of the minor league game? Visit MILBauctions.com.
1-2. Maduro grounds it towards short. Holiday diving, stop, glove flip for 1. What a play! But Ethan Holiday with a spectacular stop.
The 8th pitch is a line shot right field side. Tonacello dove and got it! No way! A game-saving play.
I'm Jonathan Mayo, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
Hurry in.
Gorgeous night in Portland, Maine, here in the top of the 8th inning. Portland trailing 4-3 behind the Harrisburg Senators. Tyler Davis on the mound now for Portland. Davis, the lefty, will face Caleb Lomavita. The first pitch is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Lomavita tonight 0 for 3. They ground out, fly out, and a strikeout. Davis kicks in the 0-1, misses high. Count evens 1-1. Davis making his 4th appearance with the Sea Dogs this year. No record, a 6.43 ERA. 1-1. This is high and inside. Ball 2. He's tossed 7 innings. About 5 runs on 7 hits, 4 walks, and 8 strikeouts. He has also played with Greenville and has made 10 appearances for the Drive out of the bullpen. The 2-1 is skied high right side of the infield. Tyler McDonough to his left. Waits on it. Now is called off by the first baseman, Jack Winne. Winne ended up behind McDonough, and I think McDonough might have lost it in the lights, but you didn't see the hands go up. See here on MLB TV, Jack Winne all of a sudden started to hustle into motion, trying to make that play, and so now Lomavita safely in at first. Leadoff base runner for the Senators. Ortiz stands in on the right side. The pitch. Called strike on the inside part of the plate.
Tough break for Tyler Davis, who is hoping to retire the first batter he saw. But still lots of time for Davis to go. Loves to be in this role, a late innings closer type role.
Fouls it straight back, strike 2.
Not lacking in confidence. That's what he told me the other day. Described himself is pretty electric up there. And his former Washington Wild Things coach when he started the year in Indy ball had really good things to say about him. The lefty throwing mid-90s with some rise.
0-2. Just misses outside, ball 1. Davis will have the 8th, have to assume the 9th as well, just due to the bullpen game yesterday for Portland. The 1-2 misses outside, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Davis has gone at least 2 innings in his last 3 outings for Portland. Went 3 innings in his first time out.
2-2. Swing, and he skies it high to right field. Charging in is Nelly Taylor onto the foul line. He makes the catch. The first out in the top of the 8th inning. Holding at first is Loma Vida, and that brings up TJ White.
Another one that went super high in the air. Davis keeping these bats underneath the pitch.
White now stands in on the right side. Tyler Davis with the Red Sox organization in his second stint, an affiliated ball. First pitch. This is high and outside for ball 1. He was originally signed by the Kansas City Royals, 2024. Spent time with Quad Cities and then Columbia. 1-0. This is high and inside, ball 2.
2 teams that Sea Dogs pitcher Patrick Halligan formerly played on. Self-plug that you can go read about all of the 11 teams that Patrick Halligan has played in his minor league odyssey now on SeaDogs.com.
The 2-0. Hit on the ground, third base side. Leandro Fields fires a second on to first. 5-4-3 inning double play. Sea Dogs take the 4-3 score to the bottom of the 8th. Portland down by 1 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
We got it all, where kids of all ages can still have a ball. Funtown is home for family fun, and Splashtown's the coolest place under the sun. A lifetime of memories waiting for you.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance, Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
To 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Swiftly Out.
That's always a big thing.
You can never overstate what Hank means. I mean, him and Willie. I mean, to me, they're royalty.
This is definitely something way bigger than me, so to just be able to be included in this, absolute honor, man.
I just love the name of what I'm representing.
The 1-0.
Celebrating the life of Willie Mays, so I'm just grateful out here, man.
Celebrate America's 250th birthday with KM, a New England favorite, and the hot dogs you choose for when it matters most. Enjoy KM at your nearest concession stand or find them at your local grocer. First pitch misses low, ball 1. KM, the official hot dog and sausage partner of your Portland Sea Dogs. Bottom of the 8th in Portland, Sea Dogs trailing 4-3 behind the hit for strike 1. Brown, no record, a 0 ERA through 3 appearances. The 2-1 called strike 2, low and outside, and the count evens in the bottom of the 8th inning. And now he's looking for the hustle double. Throwing to second is in time. And Mason White is thrown out at second base, and it looked like it was going to be a single whole way, so maybe some miscommunication on the base pass. You see here on MLB TV the replay. Charging in was Peterson. He had a long way to go, but he fielded it cleanly. And Mason White diving headfirst into second base. And so he gets the single, but is thrown out trying to make it a double. Here is Jack Winne. First pitch misses for ball 1.
That's just poor decision making from Mason White. Late inning situation, losing. This guy does not give up a lot of hits. You need to be able to stay on base.
1-0, misses high and inside for ball 2. Sea Dogs trailing 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th. So now instead of a leadoff base runner at first and nobody out, base is empty with 1 away. 2-0 to Winnie is popped up high, first base side, foul territory and out of play for strike 1. Now, Portland has out-hit the Senators the last 2 games. However, they are not tonight. Harrisburg with 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Portland with 3 runs on 6 hits and no errors. Brown rocks and fires the 2-1. Swing and a fly ball hit to a shallow right field down the line. White coming over, and it's again foul and out of play. Count evens, 2 balls and 2 strikes for Jack Winnie. Winnie patient. Already worked a walk once tonight. Climbs back in the right-handed batter's box. Here's the 2-2. Low and outside, ball 3. Now Brown gave up a single to Winnie on Tuesday night. 3-2. Right down the middle, a called strike 3. Out number 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Freezes Jack Winnie, who thought that was ball 4. And now the Sea Dogs have 2 outs, nobody on for Johan Fran Garcia. Garcia steps in on the right side. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, ball 1. Infield and outfield playing straight away. Slight breeze still blowing in from right center field. Here's the 1-0 from Brown. High and inside, ball 2. And already a good adjustment for Johan Fran Garcia, who's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, all swinging. Has been patient these first 2 pitches from Brown. Has been very aggressive tonight. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike 1. 95-mile-an-hour fastball inside. Brown rocks and fires the 2-1. Off the end of the bat, looper down the right field line. That's a base hit for Johan Fran, his first hit of the night. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th, and the inning continues for Miguel Blaze.
You just can't help but think, what if Mason White was on base? What if Mason White had tried to steal second? Probably pretty likely no outs and a leadoff base runner. Imagine you had someone in scoring position there. I'm just still kind of stuck on that one.
It's sticking with you.
It really is.
First pitch to Miguel Blaze, swing and a miss for strike 1. And I've seen Sea Dogs do that from time to time. I think one of the more impressive hustle doubles that I've seen by a Sea Dog was actually by Cedon Rafaela in Reading, and he hit one to shallow left field, and he just caught the defense kind of just lackadaisically moving in. And Cedon obviously has the speed, as we all see it now with the Red Sox. But he was looking at the ball the whole way, it seemed like, and so he knew exactly what the outfielder was doing and knew that the play was close, I will say that, but able to get that double and spark something for the Sea Dogs. The 1-1. Called strike on the high and outside corner, and Blaze quickly down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. So the possibility White was trying to do that as well, and just didn't catch the fact Peterson made a good play. 1-2. Misses low. And in that situation too, you force the outfielder to make the throw. We see guys from time to time hurry and rush too much, and then they create an error. Well, it wouldn't be an error, but create an error, create the opportunity for that hustle double. And so that's maybe another thought as well. The 2-2. popped up high behind the mound, maybe on the mound. Brown called off by the third baseman. Ortiz makes the catch on the mound. Final out in the bottom of the 8th. Sea Dogs strand around.
Join your favorite on-air personalities for unique perspectives, in-depth interviews, and untold stories from on and off the field. The MLB Network Podcast, presented by New Balance. Saturdays on MLB Network and wherever you get your podcasts.
He throws a 1-0 to Gorson. Drives one deep to right. This is trouble as Cox moving back toward the bullpen. He hops in the air, and he brought it back. Jonah Cox, what a grab.
1-2. There's a swing and a high fly ball into right center. Going back to right fielder Walter. Warning track. Wall leaps, can't get it. The throw in. It's up the line. It's an inside the park home run. There's the 1-1. There's a swing and a fly ball into right. Going back is Walter. Turns around. It's gone.
The pitch. Breaking ball and a high fly ball hit into right field by Rodriguez. 3-home run game for Hector Rodriguez.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Trucks today, only from your New England Ford dealers.
For details. Top of the 9th, Sea Dogs trailing 4-3. Tyler Davis on the mound. Another inning of work. First pitch to Jonathan Thomas. Called strike right over the plate. For strike one. Thomas tonight 0 for 3. 0-1. Called strike 2 on the outside part of the plate with the slider. Davis quickly ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Time called as Thomas steps out. Davis with the deep bend at the knees. Has the signs now from Garcia. The 0-2. Low and outside, ball 1. Portland trailing 4-3. They had some opportunities in the bottom of the 8th. The bottom of the 9th, it will be Turner, Taylor, and Liendo. 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 goes low and outside with the slider. First strikeout of the night for Tyler Davis. Back to the top of the lineup. That was Sam Peterson.
Center fielder number 11, Sam Peterson.
Peterson having a multi-hit game, 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Pair of singles, an RBI, a stolen base, and he's also been caught stealing as well by Johan Fran Garcia. First pitch swinging, he fouls it right side out of play for strike 1. Johan Fran Garcia has caught 2 runners stealing tonight. Had a really good night behind the plate. The 0-1. Inside at the knees, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Davis looks in. And the pitch. Just misses low and outside. Ball 1. Or excuse me, ball 2. Tyler Davis making his Delta Dental Park debut. All 3 of his other outings have been on the road in New Hampshire, and then 2 in Binghamton last week. The 2-1. This is low, ball 3. 3-1 to Peterson. Swing and a foul tip for strike 2. The count goes full. Infield and outfield playing straight away with the bases empty and 1 away. The payoff. Swing and a drive deep right center field. Blaze on the run. And he makes the running shoestring catch. Miguel Blaze tracks it down. Incredible play by Miguel Blaze in center field. Right center field gap. Look, that was like it was going to be extra bases, but not for Blaze. Look at that.
I thought that had no chance of getting caught off the bat. You can see the tip of the cap from Johan Fran Garcia takes off his mask, gives his center fielder a wave.
It was 103 off the bat.
That was unreal for Miguel Blaze.
2 outs now for Cortland Lawson. Called strike on the low and inside corner, so a huge sigh of relief maybe for Tyler Davis. Looked like extra bases, but all of a sudden there are now 2 outs and nobody on in the 9th. The 0-1. Called strike 2. With the slider at 79, Davis ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes to count. Oh-2. Bounces on the plate, ball 1. Infield and outfield playing straight away. One-two pitch. Chopper hit third base side. Leando backs up on it. Low throw over to first, and it's in time for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down in the top of the 9th. We head to the home half. Portland trailing by 1 on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Mainers know what to do after an accident.
Call the experts.
Call Joe.
Over 25,000 victories for injured Mainers.
Fighting and winning for injured Mainers for over 50 years.
The law offices of Joe Borenstein.
The name you know and the firm you trust.
Representing injured Mainers in all 16 counties. Get Joe's team working for you today.
207 Call Joe or
This Saturday, from historic Rickwood Field, a diverse roster of high school players look to take their game to the next level. The Hank Aaron Invitational Showcase Game. This Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
I thought they knocked it out the park, no pun intended. Great fit, too. That's always a big thing.
You can never overstate what Hank means. I mean, him and Willie. I mean, to me, they're royalty.
This is definitely something way bigger than me, so to just be able to be included in this, absolute honor, man.
I just love the name of what I'm representing. Obviously, what's on my back. You know, we celebrate Juneteenth. We celebrate the life of Willie Mays. So I'm just grateful out here, man.
Sea Dogs right now trailing 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Will Turner, Nelly Taylor, and Abram Leando due up. And they will face Sandy Gaston, 24-year-old out of Cuba, and he followed up Blake Brown on Tuesday. He went 1 perfect inning out of the bullpen. Induced a pair of ground outs and a strikeout. He faced Garcia, Rosario, and Mason White. He faces Turner, Taylor, Leando here in the 9th.
This is why it hurts the Sea Dogs not to capitalize in the 8th, because you know Gaston's coming out for the 9th. hasn't given up an earned run since June 19th. That's 8 straight scoreless outings of at least 1 inning pitched each time.
First pitch to Will Turner, misses high and outside for ball 1. Turner today 0 for 2 with a walk. A lot of speed. If he can get on base, leadoff base runner would be key right now for Portland. The 1-0. Grounds it foul first base side, and the count evens 1-1. Turner with 15 stolen bases on the season. One. This is high and away, ball 2. So Will Turner being patient. 180 batting average, but a 374 on base percentage. Gaston sets. The 2-1. Just misses inside, ball 3. Fastball at 96. Will Turner just waiting for his pitch. The 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Leadoff base runner for the Portland Sea Dogs as Will Turner walks yet again. Tying run is at first, and the winning run is at the plate.
And look who's coming to the plate.
None other than Brooks Brannon will be pinch hitting for Nellie Taylor.
I would think in terms of, well, I was thinking defense. It's the 9th, so don't need to think about that yet.
Brannon in right field.
Well, yeah, you know, Leendo to second, Winnie to third, Brannon to first.
Right now, Brooks Brannon, the leader in home runs and RBI. 17 home runs, 53 RBI. The pitch. This is low ball 1. Represents the winning run. Portland trailing 4-3. Turner tags at first. Hetry playing in front of the bag, holding him on. 1-0. Swing, and he hits it high and foul right side out of play. The count evens. 1 ball and 1 strike. Gaston sets the 1-1. Just misses low and outside. A good take by Brooks Brannon, not trying to chase it. That was the splitter. Ahead in the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. He says he hunts fastballs. 2-1. Swing and a miss. The count evens 2-2. There's the slider from Gaston. Good pitch, just dove right out of the zone. Turner tags at first, the double oven mitts. Gaston readies, he fires. Swing and a liner to center field, base hit for Brooks Brannon. Pinch hit single. Winning run is on the base pass for Portland with nobody out. And here is Abram Leendo, already a multi-hit night. Single and a run scored in the 3rd and a solo homer in the 4th. A pinch runner now for Brooks Brannon will be Max Ferguson as Brannon does his job. So Ferguson will stretch a bit as he walks down the right field line trying to get warm. And it is a visit to the mound. Delino DeShields, the manager, out talking with the entire infield. Nobody out. And 2 on in the bottom of the 9th. Ferguson using this time to warm up and now jog down the right field line. So a lot of speed for Portland. This is pretty ideal right now if you're the Sea Dogs. Huge spot to take advantage of and take a win away from the Senators. Sea Dogs right now on a 4-game losing streak, hoping to snap that and get their first win of the week against Harrisburg.
Even if Leando can just put this ball in play deep enough to advance Will Turner, that would be major for the Sea Dogs.
So Leando in on the right side, runners at first and second. Corners playing in. Throw to second. Shortstop is not there. Lawson broke for third. And Peterson slips. He drops the ball. Here comes Turner. Ferguson the third. And a wild turn of events for the Sea Dogs. We are tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th. As the Senators completely misplayed it in the bottom of the 9th. Total miscommunication from the defense, and the Sea Dogs have the winning run 90 feet away.
I can't believe what we just saw, Emma. That was just the mistake of all mistakes. Back to back.
Now the infield playing in for Leando, who still has not seen a pitch yet. The pitch. Swing, and he pops it up high behind the plate. Lomavita gives it a look. It's out of play for strike one. So to recap, runners at first and second, nobody out. Gaston, the pitcher, threw behind to try to pick off Will Turner. But before, as he was turning around, Lawson was breaking for third. I think he was expecting a pitch and then a bunt attempt. 0-1. High and inside, and the count evens 1-1. And so he was heading to cover third because Ortiz would have charged in on the bunt. So the ball is aired into center field. Peterson then slipped in the grass. There's the 1-1. Ground ball right side, ball game! Abram Leando walks it off. His third walk-off. And the Sea Dogs snap the losing streak. They win it 5-4. And one of the most wild bottom of the 9th innings you will ever see.
The Sea Dogs were due for some good luck, and it came when they needed it the most.
And to say the Sea Dogs took advantage of mistakes, well, that would be the story of the bottom of the 9th. Complete miscommunication and a complete breakdown by the Senators' defense results in a Sea Dogs walk-off win. Abram Leando just puts it on the ground right side and through. That's a winner for Portland. They win 5-4 over the Harrisburg Senators. We will take a break, and Perry will have your post-game show on the other side of it. The Sea Dogs with the walk-off win, 5-4 over the Senators on the Sea Dogs Radio Network, presented by Verizon.
Emma, look at my face. Like, I don't even know why